Hey, Nighthawks!
We're academic coaches at UNG,
and we spend our days in coaching conversations,
talking all about your success in college,
the tough moments, the little wins,
understanding your strengths and the skills you need to thrive.
We're here to share real coaching moments,
offer you practical strategies,
and simple steps that you can apply today.
We believe you have what it takes to succeed at UNG,
and we're cheering you on every step of the way.
This is Nighthawk Coach Talk.
Hi, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Nighthawk Coach Talk. I'm your host today, Sarah Schaefer, one of the academic coaches at UNG. I'm joined today by Marin, one of our peer coaches. Marin, would you introduce yourself?
Yeah, so like she said, my name is Marin. I am a peer coach on the Dahlonega campus, and I am a senior with a major in psychology and a minor in kinesiology.
And then we also have Lindsay joining us.
Hello, everyone. I'm Dr. Lindsay Bailey. I am the Director of Strategic Technology Initiatives for the Division of Student Engagement and Success, and I will explain more about what that means.
We were preparing for this episode and checking out her title and wondering, what does that even mean?
Yes. So, in short, our Division of Student Engagement and Success is the division that has all of the student support services. So, you've got, not all of them, obviously, because there's academic coaching and things. Health services and counseling and accessibility services and all those things that help increase and support student success. So my job is to maintain the technology that the division uses to support that student success, is how I have best thought to describe what it is I do. So I maintain a bunch of different systems that you probably don't even know you're using already.
Oh, wow. Oh, I know you do a lot with UNG Connect. Our listeners would definitely know what that is.
Yes. And if you don't, UNG Connect is something you should definitely check out. Mm-hmm. And it's really nice because we have the branded URL of connect.ung.edu. So really easy to remember. And it is our student organization online home. But we don't use it just for student organizations. We use it for a lot of faculty and staff use it as well. All of our events on campus, or at least they're supposed to, all the events are supposed to go in there, are maintained in this system, and we can keep track of, who attends, but then also it's a kind of an event calendar, so students can go and see what's going on campus, but it's also how they can find student organizations that they can join to kind of increase that sense of belonging that we so want students to have.
Cool.
So, but I am known as the UNG Connect Guru.
Yes.
Is what people know me as, yeah.
Okay, so, that's the first impression.
Yeah. But I've got like a ton of other systems that I also work on.
Well, cool.
Yeah.
Well, we're so excited that you're joining us today.
I'm so excited to be here.
On this podcast, we want to help students learn more about what can support their academics. Coaching is one of those things. And on this episode, we wanted to learn more about tech that maybe they didn't even know that they had.
Yes. So there is so much technology out there that students probably have no clue that they have access to. I, forever ago, taught our old version of University 1101, which I don't know if you've talked about that on this podcast yet.
Yes, we have some. Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. I taught it in its really, really former version, and a lot of students didn't know they had access to Microsoft Office, which was one of the basics that, that's day one, you should be downloading Microsoft Office.
For sure.
So I always like to start there with technology you might not know that you have access to, because that's something that, everybody uses. Not everybody's computer comes with it. And it's a free version. You just go to the IT website and you can download it up to, it used to be 5 computers. Yeah. But I don't remember if they've changed that or not. So
okay. It's multiple devices. Yeah.
Yes, on multiple devices. And it is the education version, so it has everything.
Wow. I don't think I had this when I was in college. This is amazing.
And faculty and staff can.
Yeah, and we get it too.
Do it as well.
Awesome.
Yeah. So if you have a home computer that's not part of the university, you can still put it on there.
Okay. You just log in with your credentials?
Log in with your credentials, yes.
Good to know.
Did you learn something new, Marin?
I have it on my school computer, but now thinking about that, I mean, it would be helpful to have it on any other
personal
device.
computer,
Yeah, then
yeah.
you can work on it whenever. That would be really nice.
And what's really cool too now is that kind of as part of that is also the OneDrive. So everything at our university kind of runs on the OneDrive. Like if you, it's probably backing up your computer and you don't even realize it. But that's the best way to share things across computers would be to use the OneDrive, and that is through Microsoft, maybe not like the Office suite that you're familiar with like Microsoft Word and Excel and all that, and PowerPoint. But it's this kind of cloud, like Google Drive. And that is what can really connect you and make your life much easier of having everything in that one spot.
Yeah, that's something I wish I knew more about actually too, because we do share a lot of files for like classes, and every time it gets shared differently. Like some people will use Google Docs, and then some people you can edit it, but you have to ask permission and all.
Exactly.
And professors will request different formats. Like all of my professors prefer Microsoft in that kind of Word or PowerPoint format, and so I think it can be a challenge for us to figure out. And so I always see the OneDrive. And I definitely need to get more familiar with it because it's how you turn stuff in and whatever.
It makes your life so much easier. And it's hard to break that Google Drive habit.
Yeah.
I wish I have. But it really, really does make things easier. And in preparation for this podcast, I double-checked with some of my friends in IT, and because I wasn't sure, but students actually get access to Microsoft Teams as well. So have you ever used Teams
Yes,
at all?
I use it for this job.
Okay,
actually,
see?
but I'm not very familiar with it.
Yeah, staff at the university, we use it constantly.
Yes,
right?
we do.
It is how we do
daily.
everything. Our lives are on Teams. And it occurred to me, like, if students used Teams, that would make probably their lives, again, so much easier because you can share files easily. It's very secure. OneDrive is the most secure file sharing, but then below that would be Teams, and it's still very, very secure. Email's the least secure.
So if a student isn't super familiar with OneDrive or even Microsoft Teams, where do they get started, and how do they start acclimating to using these technologies to help their academics be successful?
Such a great question. They, if they're totally, completely lost, the IT service desk is the best place to start. Obviously, you can go on the website. Honestly, you can just Google UNG IT, and their site's going to pop up, and you'll be able to see everything they offer there. But if that's intimidating in any way, going to the service desk or the help desk, it's kind of used interchangeably. There is a number and an email as well, which is, I believe, helpdesk@ung.edu. And they are extremely helpful. I actually had to contact them yesterday, so even a professional technology person has to contact the help desk because I will get lost, and I couldn't figure out how to get my new monitor to work. Anyway, they have physical locations, and then also obviously email and phone.
So I'm hearing that the IT help desk is the go-to.
They're so nice. I will give a shout out to them.
Aww.
They are always so sweet. I'm always, like I said, I'm embarrassed when I have to call them, and they never make me feel bad about it.
I walk down there all the time.
Yeah.
And I wanted to tell our listeners too, you can walk in.
Yes.
Sometimes you'll have to come back. If it's something that I had one of the guys research something for me. So he kept my laptop, said he wanted to do some research because he hadn't had this issue before, and then called me and had me come back, and he had found a workaround, and I just felt like it was individualized and customized, and they were so kind. So you can walk in, you can call, you can email. There's multiple ways.
And I reached out to I have a little network of IT friends throughout the university. So I reached out to them yesterday and told them I was going to be on this podcast, and was like, what do you wish students would know, or what services do you want them to take advantage of? And my friend who works for the IT service desk was like, please come in and see us. And if your computer's not working, bring it to us and we can figure it out. You can bring desktops, laptops. It's okay that it's a personal one. They will help you fix it, even if it's not anything university related. They will at least know where to point you in the right direction.
Well, and this is included in tuition, right?
Yes,
So you don't
everything's
have to
free.
pay.
Yes, good point.
Yeah, you don't have to pay anything out of pocket, which is really nice. Especially with technology, I feel like that can be expensive to get things like looked at and fixed. So it's really nice to have that available to students.
So there's a lot of other services that's more under my position, if you want to hear about it, that are free.
Yeah,
Yes, tell
sure.
us.
Because I'm not actually part of IT, but I work closely with them, and so I feel like I'm a friend of IT.
Okay, so shout out to IT
Yes.
for getting
They're
started
amazing. Yes.
with OneDrive and Teams.
But then there's
Lindsay,
a whole
what
lot
else
of,
should we know about?
Yeah, more advanced things. So we talked about UNG Connect already. So if you are really trying to find a student organization you want to be a part of, or you want to try out an event just to kind of like dip your toe into things, that's the best place to go to. You can see exactly what's going on that specific day on your specific campus. You can also find the specific club, again, for your specific campus. We are more unified now. You can join any club on any campus. So,
Oh, awesome.
yeah, that's always really nice. And a lot of them will meet virtually, so it's okay to not be on the same campus as them. So, again, I can't say enough good things about UNG Connect. It's really a good place for students to go. I want to give a shout out to Career Services. They have probably, I want to say, the next helpful set of technology that kind of falls under my area. So they have something called Handshake right now, but we're literally transitioning it this summer to something called 1220.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's 1-2 and then TWENTY 1220.
Okay.
But you probably won't even know what that is. They'll just have it on the website as like, here's a career resource. So a lot of the technology that you're using, or you're probably already using, you might not realize you're already using it. Does that make sense? Sorry.
It's kind of masked maybe behind.
Yeah.
Well, I get
something.
emails from Handshake all the time, and I'm just
there
now,
we go.
I
Things
now I know
together.
what that is.
Yes,
Yeah.
So that's through Career Services, and it is how you can find jobs. Right?
Yes.
Have you logged onto it before?
Yeah, I mean, I must have at some point, which is why I get all the emails for it. But it's nice because it's like related to my experience that I have and stuff. So it's just kind of nice to see this pop into my inbox.
Yeah, so it's a really great resource if you're trying to find a job on campus or in the community. So any business can contact our career services and then get a what's the word I'm looking for? Get set up in 1220/Handshake. I'll use that interchangeably probably. And then they can post jobs for students. So we're looking for jobs for students specifically, so it's not just kind of going on LinkedIn and just being overwhelmed with so much information.
Yeah.
It's specifically curated for UNG students. So that is a huge, huge thing that I really recommend students take advantage of. One of the really cool things that I love is called stepping blocks. And Career Services calls it something else. I apologize, Career Services, if you're watching this. But the system itself is called stepping blocks. And I was thinking of this earlier when we were talking before the podcast. You might want to check it out because what it does is it will take a job and it'll show you literally the steps it takes to get to that job.
Oh, wow.
From graduation to getting there. And it shows you what real people have taken who have graduated from UNG.
Wow.
So say somebody,
It's amazing.
an alum from UNG is an occupational therapist, you can go and look and see the exact steps that they took to get there.
Wow.
That is so cool.
It is really cool. I love that one.
I mean, especially for maybe students who are freshmen, sophomores, who maybe you are on like a pre-med track or occupational therapy or something where you have to get certain classes in, you have to get certain hours in, you have to get like letters of recommendation. I mean, that would be so helpful so that you're not, in your junior or senior year, and now you're like, oh shoot, I forgot to take that class, I forgot to do that. That's so helpful.
Yeah, and if you meet somebody that has like a really cool job you've never heard of, it's like, what do you
work
major
towards
in
that? Yeah.
to get to that?
Yes,
And
how do you get from here to there?
Yeah, you can
Sure.
work backwards.
That's really, really cool.
Yeah, I highly recommend any stage of students.
Yeah.
So yeah, freshmen to
Even if
senior.
you're looking for jobs and you're like, oh, they have the same background that I have, I can
Yes,
apply for that job.
exactly.
That's awesome.
That's a really good way to use it too. Yeah,
Yeah.
like, hey, I have a psychology major.
Mhm.
What can I do with that?
Yeah.
Because as I know, and you probably know, because I was a psychology major, you can pretty much do anything with a
Yeah.
psychology degree.
Yeah, you really can.
It's so true.
That's what I'm finding.
What else, Lindsay?
Oh, I'll talk about the UNG Family Network because I
yes,
mentioned
please.
that to y'all before we started the podcast. And if there's any parents out there listening and you're not a part of the Family Network, this will be helpful for you to know. And also, I was thinking it's helpful for students to know as well, because if your parents or family members are constantly like, so what's going on? What's happening? What is this thing I heard of at UNG? And you're like, I don't know. I don't care. You can send them to the Family Network, and it will have all the information they could want. So it is a specific platform just for family members of UNG students. So it's sort of like, you can kind of think of it like a Facebook just for UNG families, but it's kind of more than that. So it's secure. It's just for UNG, and then our kind of departments and any kind of services, faculty programs will post either information, flyers, articles on this platform to just like let families know what's going on. So we always try to do the basics, like here's when registration is. Here's how you submit immunization paperwork. Any of those kind of like little details that that a parent might want to know or find out more information about. This is kind of where they can go. And we also have a place where they can ask questions on there. And it's kind of getting a bit of a rework. Again, everything's always being reworked and getting better. And so it'll have even more, I'm hoping, coming up in the fall. And yeah, just a lot of information is there if you want families to know, because a lot of our families are very involved with our students.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and it's actually, they did a study with our university in particular of like students who had family members that were more active in the Family Network had higher GPAs.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Great. Where did you say you find the Family Network?
That is a good question, and it doesn't have as much of a fun, like, quick URL. But if you just Google UNG Family Network, you can find it, and there is you have to set up an account because since it's not UNG students, it's not for UNG students.
Right.
It doesn't use that like single sign-on that we're so familiar with. So parents and families have to like create an account. But students can log into it. There's a way. There's like a button.
Okay. So if you just search UNG Family Network.
Yes.
Family members, students can use it, but it sounds almost like a forum.
Yes.
Of sorts.
That's a great way to put it. Oh, and thank you for saying that word because it made me think of it. We have a lot of it is organized into communities. So that way parents and families can find other parents and families of communities that they're part of. So you are veterans, like maybe you're the spouse of a veteran who goes to school here. There's a group for you in there.
That's awesome.
If you're a Hispanic family, we have posts in Spanish for
amazing
for families of Hispanic students. There is an LGBTQIA plus group. There is groups for all sorts of different communities and identities that you can be a part of and kind of like have that online community with.
Oh, that's amazing. We've been talking a lot about creating a sense of belonging just across 5 campuses in your departments and within groups. And so this feels like another way that students and families can find belonging.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, that's my big thing. All about sense of belonging. So
I think that's something special about UNG. Well, we learned that you like true crime and horror. This feels like this episode is kind of like hidden, lurking gems of technology. It needs a better title, but it feels like we're sharing secret.
Yes, it's the technology that was like lurking behind the doorway.
Yes.
That you didn't know was there.
Something like that. We'll have to work on it.
It's not gonna it's gonna help you.
It's gonna help you not harm you.
Yes.
The lurking's a good way to describe
The lurking, yeah.
Okay. Well, what else might be lurking that we don't know about?
Okay. One thing that I just kind of wanted to say as part of my position is I help student health services with all of their online medical system stuff. So every student has access to the patient portal.
Mm-hmm.
And so if you've ever logged on to make an appointment at the health center or needed to submit your immunization paperwork, that is through one of my systems. So we've tried to make that, and are continuing to try to make that as student-friendly as possible. One of the best things that I think I've gotten accomplished while at UNG, and this is in partnership with Student Health Services, yay, they did so much, and they're so great, is if you are a resident of Georgia, you no longer, and you had your immunizations done, you don't have to submit anything anymore. The system just knows. So we have it connected with the state immunization registry. And so I would highly recommend going onto patient portal and checking to make sure you've got that like little check mark complete. But for the most part, there's no more like trying to get things submitted, and it just knows.
That's
which
nice.
I love so much. And then even if you are missing a single one, you can go into the patient portal and upload documentation.
Seamless.
And it's so great.
Well,
so,
it's cool that you said you try to make it as student-friendly as possible, which is great, because a lot of students, myself included, have not had much experience like with the medical documentation world and with uploading things like that. And so I think making it student-friendly and having things like that where you don't even have to do that as long as you're a resident and you have that's really cool.
Yeah, just trying to take out the middleman and take out some bureaucracy is really what we're trying to do all the time. And I know a lot of things can seem a bit backwards, and I'm trying to help as much as possible to bring UNG up into the 21st century with our technology.
We appreciate that.
That's also where students, go make appointments with the health center. And now, I don't know if y'all know this, but every student pays health fees. It's not just students on the Dahlonega and Gainesville campus, because those are the only two campuses that have a physical location.
Right.
But since everybody pays health fees now, everybody has access to telehealth.
Oh, wow.
Which we're still working out the bugs.
Okay.
But especially the Oconee campus, we're trying to get a nurse hired down there right now, but they've got kind of almost like a mini clinic down there where they will get all of the vitals checked and things, but then they'll connect with a provider up here in Dahlonega or Gainesville. Really trying to make it more universal. And I believe any campus can do the telehealth, but Cumming and Blue Ridge also have medical vending machines. Oh, and Oconee has one too.
Wow.
So that's part of that as well. So you can go and
what does that include?
Oh, it's really neat. And it's
the one
free.
in Cumming just got installed.
It's just got online.
Yeah.
It's really neat. And I just saw the one in Oconee for the first time this week. And you just have to have your student ID, and you can swipe it, and you can get up to 3 things a day.
Wow.
And it's like Band-Aids.
Yep. It has ibuprofen.
Yeah.
It even had Claritin.
Claritin, that's what I saw.
Wow.
It has all kinds of things. Yeah. That just
you
like
can get over the counter.
Yeah, over the counter, kind of
pharmacy.
something you honestly usually have in your purse, but you're like, oh, I ran out or I don't have it. Yep, it's great.
There's tampons, pads, which is really helpful. All sorts of just things that, you might have forgotten about. So,
nice.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I am being reminded that technology is secretly powering everything.
Yeah,
We know
which
that, and we
is-
say that like technology runs the world, but I'm like, you're powering even uploading immunization forms, and now you're powering the health clinic.
Yes.
And I mean, it's
everywhere.
It's everywhere.
And like how much goes behind the scenes of that
Yes.
is
You don't think about
ridiculously
it.
complicated, and is why, I exist. Like, that's why my job exists. I have to talk about our AI. So
Yes.
oh my gosh. So UNG has their own AI agent. Her name is Nia, which stands for Nighthawk Information Agent. If you go on the website, you'll see her picture, which is really neat.
She has a picture.
She does. She's really adorable. I think she looks like Hermione from Harry Potter.
I love this.
So if you go to the bottom of the website in the right-hand corner, you'll see her picture there, and that's our chatbot that you can ask her anything. And but she also can text you and call you.
Cool.
Crazy.
And I got to pick out her voice,
Wow.
which was one of the most fun things I've ever gotten to do.
Yes. Oh my goodness. We are going to devote a whole episode to AI. And
That
so
sounds
we
good.
want to talk more about Nia on that one.
Yes. Because there's so much to say about Nia, and it's been fascinating training her.
So cool.
Yeah. So more on that.
We'll link to the episode in our show notes.
Yes. Awesome.
What other technologies may students not recognize that they have?
Okay, I want to shout out a few more things. The Adobe Creative Cloud is something you might not realize that you have access to. So that is Photoshop, Illustrator, Adobe Express, which that one's actually a website you can log into with your UNG credentials. And again, you just have to go to the UNG IT website and you can download all of that. That's just a huge help. I use it a lot because you can get free stock images from that,
What?
which is huge.
That is huge. Yes.
Presentations.
Yes.
Yeah.
For presentations, it's very helpful, and fonts. So lots of fonts, lots of stockroom photos. So let's see. There's a lot of accessibility software available to students that I don't think they know about, and I would say that should be its own episode too.
Yeah.
Sure.
If y'all haven't done that already.
We haven't.
Okay, yeah. So like things like screen readers.
Yeah.
There's a whole thing about screen readers, and I am definitely not the person to talk to about that. But somebody from Accessibility Services
We'll
can
do
tell
that.
you,
We should,
so much. And about how to make things more accessible.
Right. Yeah, my D2L, I just got a message popped up on it that has something about they're implementing a new accessibility thing. Yeah, and it's like a reader. And it says you can learn more about it, and it's cool. I haven't looked into it, but I keep seeing that message. That's awesome.
And it's really nice to have a screen reader, even if you aren't visually impaired.
Yeah.
I found it helps me focus if I can't
focus
focus on something and I need to
Absolutely.
get something done. I'll do a screen reader and
Sure.
it'll help me zone in. So
Yeah.
that's a really helpful thing. Oh, the VLab is probably the last thing that I'll shout out. Have y'all used the VLab before?
I have not used one here. I used it at another university I worked
Okay.
at, so I'm familiar with the VLab. But
Do you know
tell
what
us
I'm
more.
even talking about?
No, but I have used. I may have used it, but I'm not sure.
Exactly.
So we'll
It's another
see.
one of those things like you may already be using
right.
this. It is, you go through, again, the UNG IT website, and there's a link that you get, and it's not, let's see, no, it's still called the VLab, but it's like through a different product. So it might say Omnissa
Okay.
on it somewhere. Just want to say that just in case it does say that. And it basically turns your computer into an on-campus computer.
I have used it
Okay,
before then,
yes. So if there's any sort of like program that you can only find on a UNG computer, so a lot of our very technology-based majors have very specialized programs that you might not be able to have on your own computer. That's how you can access it even if you're at home.
Yeah, like in my psych classes when I used it for SPSS.
Yes, that's a good example.
Yeah, we
Yes.
used it for, labs that we had to do at home if we didn't finish it in class, and it was really, really nice because otherwise you'd have to spend like a ton of money to
Yes.
download it, and none of us wanted to do that, obviously,
Exactly. And
so
some
we would do that.
systems are so huge you don't want to have them on your computer.
Yeah.
It'll make it slow. So yeah, that's how you can access that. So that's about it for the VLab. One more thing I'll shout out is also our gaming lounges because I
Yes.
also have started to help out with that.
Okay.
Because there's a lot of technology behind getting all the gaming software set up. So if you don't know, we have an esports team that's actually ranked nationally. They're actually second in the nation. And so esports are becoming just a bigger thing on our campuses. So Gainesville, Dahlonega, and now Oconee, coming soon, I'll have game rooms where you can access consoles, but also Steam, if you know, you know, and games on that as well. I got really nerdy about it as a gamer myself when I found out. So.
I love it. I love it. Marin, as a student, what technologies that we've talked about today do you feel like you've accessed most on our campus?
UNG Connect, definitely the
I'm glad
biggest
to hear.
one. Yes, especially for my sorority. That is a big thing for us. We put all of our events in there.
Okay.
We always look to see what other, organizations are doing. So definitely UNG. Also basketball games, things like that.
Oh yeah, athletics uses it.
Yeah, we use it we scan the little QR code whenever we go to a basketball game, and that's how they know you're a student. You can go right in. So definitely UNG Connect. VLab, like I mentioned, I've used for psychology classes of the SPSS and like quant methods and research methods. That was a big deal for us. I spent a lot of time with that. Health services, I have used that, booking appointments, and I had to upload my records, but it would be nice now. No, I wouldn't have to do that.
Yeah.
You're archaic now.
Yeah, exactly. I've never been in the gaming lounge, but I've always wanted to. I always hear about it, and as a tour guide, we always talk about it on our tours and like kind of plug that because it's a really cool resource. If you don't want to bring your console up or something like that, you can just go and use it.
Yeah, exactly.
And so, yeah, I feel like I have used a lot of the technology here. I have used IT services to help with my lockdown browsers if they've not been working. I've had professors just like have me run down there if they're not working during class. So IT services is a big one also that I use. But
I'm so glad to hear that.
yeah, I use it, but it's all these things I don't even like think about how important they are and how much we're working to like make everything. I'm so interested in the AI. I cannot wait to hear about that.
I can't wait to
I
talk
had no
more
idea.
about Mia.
Well, we also love a good summary. I like to summarize. We have talked about, let's see if I can remember. Dr. Bailey will help us fill in the gaps.
And you named a lot.
You named
Yeah,
a lot.
Those are the things that we talked about.
I'm just trying to think
we
of like in
talked
my
about-
life what I'll have.
OneDrive, Teams, the Microsoft Suite, Adobe Suite.
Mhm.
We talked about the ones that you have used, which is VLab, the health resources.
Yeah, I think that covers. Oh, the career services one.
Oh, the
Yes.
career services one.
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. We hope these resources, that you'll try them if you haven't, or use them in a deeper way if you're already accessing them. We like to call to action as we end our episode. And so I think our call to action is just to ask more questions about what technologies are offered to you as a student, and how to access them.
Yeah, don't pay for something or before checking if it's free
Yeah.
through the university.
Yes.
So a lot of times we'll have partnerships with places online that you can log into for free. So always check that first. A lot of places will offer free services to students anyway.
Amazing.
Yeah. I
Well,
have a couple shout outs that I also want to give. if that's
yes,
okay.
please.
So, like I said, I reached out to my little IT network before to
Yeah.
help me out with this. So I'm going to tell you their names really quick.
Oh, yes, we love it. Give your shout outs.
So Brianna Topol is our IT service desk person. She's amazing. So if you call the service desk, you can ask for Bree, and she will hate that I said that. Jordan Hood, who is our AV event support, and then we have Aubrey Rose, our simulation technologist in nursing. So those three helped a ton with what things are helpful for students to know.
Oh, yay. Thank you so much for joining us, Dr. Bailey. And
you.
Marin, thank you for giving us a student perspective.
Yes.
We hope to see you on our next episode talking about AI.
I hope to be here. Thank you so much.